Burbank cheerleaders.
And you're watching big game coverage on KSAT 12.
Yes, you are. Thank you, ladies. The Madison Mavericks team calling tonight. The Reagan Rattlers in the battle of the unbeatens in District 28-6A, with a winner having a much clearer path to the playoffs. Rattlers get on the board first. Quarterback Britton Moore takes a snap, decides to run it right through the teeth of the Mavericks defense, dives for the end zone, scores, but was injured on the play, had to be helped off the field. He would not return. 7-3 Reagan now in the second quarter. Jacob Atkins is in at quarterback, and he fires a laser to Gabriel Foltz in the end zone for the 7-yard TD. 14-3 Reagan at halftime. Madison keeping it close. Landon Gill connects with Caden Mata at the goal line. It looks like a touchdown, but they call him down at the 1. Madison would score on the next play. They go for 2, get it, and the Reagan lead is down to 3. Late fourth. Reagan has the 4th and goal. They're going for it, but the Atkins pass falls short. Mavericks take over. The one last chance for a comeback. 4th down and 12 now for Madison, trying to keep this drive alive. Will rolls out, fires downfield after this touchdown, but it is picked off. Watch what happens here. Trey Lawrence is the key on this play. He's the linebacker. After the rollout, watch what he does. He comes in, and there's your game-saving interception. Reagan holds on for the 14-11 victory.
They're one of the tougher opponents in our team, in our district, and now that we got them knocked off, I think we have a pretty good shot at winning it all.
It was a dogfight, but we got dogs. That's just what happened. It came down to who wants it more, and I think today we wanted it more.
Oh, man, this team, you know, we always fight back. We never back down from anything. And, man, what can I say? We just want to win. We want to win. We give it everything we got.
All right, let's stay in that same district now to see if number 4 Johnson, 12-12, can stay undefeated. They visited Calallen Stadium, face the Churchill Chargers tonight. Very first possession for the Jaguars. Cruz Kerwin gets it to Alejandro Tavares in the flat. Look at him turn up down the sideline, and it's taken it 45 yards to the house to give Johnson the quick lead, 7-0. Final from Calallen, 31-7. Johnson. Pink out tonight. Gus, as we start Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Number 6 Taft taking on Warren, third quarter. Warriors battling back. Quarterback Antonio Mason keeps it himself on the quarterback sneak. The offensive line just pushes him over for the 1-yard score. Warren trails 21-7, but the Raiders answer right back. TJ Andrews bursts through the line. No one's going to catch him. 38-yard touchdown run makes it 28-7. The final from Gus, 44-21 Taft. The Oconnor Panther cheerleaders hoping they have something to cheer about tonight against Hartford as they're looking for their first win of the season. The Panthers have the Hawks pinned down in their territory. They give it to Jacob Gonzalez. Look at the nifty moves. He darts in, darts out, escapes 2 defenders, and breaks free for the outside to pick up 20 yards before he's taken down. A little later, Noah Ferris pump fakes, lets it fly for Isaiah Manchester, beats the defense, hauls in the 65-yard score. Hawks take a 7-0 lead to the big game coverage scoreboard now for that final and more. Oconnor falls 21-3 to Harlan. It was Taft with another big win to stay undefeated, 44-21. Elsewhere, Johnson over Churchill, 31-7. Reagan holds off Madison, 14-11. The Sam Houston Hurricanes hoping to kick up a storm on an otherwise quiet night, but instead the wind was not blowing in their direction when it comes to facing Brackenridge. Eagles Carlos Hernandez rips the ball away from the Hurricanes' back. Christian Salazar dives on the loose ball. The Eagles recovery. From there, the Eagles take flight. Quarterback Richard Lopez throws a perfect spiral to wide open Brandon Garcia for the 19-yard touchdown. Brack takes early 7-0 lead. The final from Alamo Stadium, 42-13 Brackenridge. When we arrive at the SAISE complex, the Burbank cheerleaders trying to rally their team because the Bulldogs are down 14-7 to Highlands in the second quarter. The Owls on the Bulldogs' 8-yard line looking to extend the lead. Jacob Gutierrez rolls out to his right, fires to the back of the end zone to Demarion Gonzalez, and that lead grows to 14. But the Owls are not done. Gutierrez to Luis Ortiz on the wide receiver screen, looking to go to work. Check out the spin moves, stiff arm to break free for the 42-yard touchdown. 28-7 Highlands in the final. 42-30 Highlands. It turned into a ball game. It's homecoming tonight for Memorial Minutemen taking on Jefferson at Edgewood Veteran Stadium. Memorial up 21-0 in the third quarter and driving. Sam Hernandez finds Matthew Rubio downfield for a gain of 20 yards down to the 18. Few plays later, 4th and 6, Hernandez hits Jacob Sanchez in stride for the 17-yard touchdown. 28-0 Memorial. Let's see if that has gone final on the big game coverage scoreboard and find out. You can see here Laredo Cigarro over Southwest. That game ended a little early, 36-0. Big rout for Southwest. Jefferson falls to Memorial 35-0, a shutout for the Minutemen. It was Brackenridge over Sam Houston 42-13. Highlands over Burbank 42-38. Cold cheerleaders welcome us to Fort Sam Houston tonight as the Army hosts the Air Force, if you will, as the Randolph Rohawks are there. The Cougars are down 7-0 in second when we arrive. Cole is driving on Randolph, but watch the Rohawks defense makes a huge play. Walker Cunningham to Kenny Therese, and he gets stood up and pushed back. And look at this as Padua Nunez rips the ball right out of his hands and going the other way. Incredible play, 80-yard touchdown. Randolph up 14-0. The final from Fort Sam. Randolph wins at 14-6. at Hotchkiss Memorial Field. San Antonio Christian taking on Antonian. Lions down by 7. Second quarter, not for long. Talon Lewin goes deep for Josh Morris, who's got it in the end zone for the 19-yard touchdown. Tied at 7-all. The Apaches answer with a 22-yard field goal from Gabriel Torres, but the final from San Antonio Christian right here, 45-14, Antonian. The Cornerstone students section here fired up tonight as the Warriors were up 7-0 over the Wildcats of Calallen when we arrived. Looking to add to that lead, Cornerstone on Calallen's 14-yard line. Handoff goes to Ivan Hoyt, and he gets around to the outside. It looks like he's going to get to the pylon, but the rest call him down to the 1. Didn't matter. Next play, that's Dylan Cervantes. Punches it in for 1 yard out, losing his helmet in the process. The Warriors take the 14-0 lead. Final from Cornerstone, 31-6. What a start this season for Central Catholic Buttons. 4-1, number 3 in 12 top 12, sub-5A poll, hosting St. Thomas from Houston tonight. Eagles unleash an air attack, though. Jake Wright with a play-action pass deep to Joe Rick Madden, who's behind the Buttons defense. 67-yard touchdown, but the Buttons strike back. Quarterback Silas Gomez going to keep it on the option read, runs it in from 5 yards out to even things up. Back to the big game coverage scoreboard to see how that one turned out across the street. 35-31. Central Catholic ekes out the win. Antonian over San Antonio Christian, 45-13. Coming back from that one, Randolph over Cole, 14-6. Cornerstone over Calallen, 31-6. Big game coverage week number 6 here also. We continue on with South San West Campus. That game had to be canceled. Pleasanton over Kingsville King, 49-16. Elsewhere in week 6, Laredo Martin Falls with Southwest Legacy, 51-19. Southside over Eagle Pass win, 24-14. We're just getting started. Up next, our big game coverage road trip, fan cam, more highlights and more scores. But first, let's listen to the Stevens Falcons Marching Band.